Salutations, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in again. I am Faith is the Substance, as you know, and I have another magnificent guest with me. So, I had to make sure I had a bra on so I could come before you and present to you someone who is a killer in the streets when it comes to marketing, when it comes to branding, when it comes to just everything business. So, it is a privilege to have this person here with me. Her name is Passionate Chonvill. And I think that is her real name, actually. So, we're going to be discussing some things in regards to business, branding, marketing. And this is something I'm looking forward to, by the way, because I mean, these are gems that I need just to kind of market this platform as well as any other venture that I might get into. So, please make sure that you just see this interview all the way through. Like, comment, subscribe, and share as you come in because you don't want to miss this discussion. This guest is also the author of the book called The Law of Marketing and Branding: Do's and Don'ts Simplify, the ultimate hand guide. Learn, grow, succeed. Tips, secrets, and information to take your brand to the next levels of success. And if that's not enticing, I don't know what else is. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up to you Miss Passionate Chonvill. Here we go.
I'm coming up, I'm pressing on, I'm getting on, I'm an overcomer. I'm coming up, I'm pressing on, I'm getting over it, I'm an overcomer.
Passionate Chonvill, there she
Wow,
is.
Faith. Wow. I need to call you every day so you can give me what I need in the morning, girl. That
Oh,
was a
you
good
like that?
introduction. I
Oh,
love
all
you.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
I'm gonna have
you.
to I didn't know. I know now though. I got it.
I had to. I mean, you are worthy of so much more, but I just had to condense it. But you're so worthy of so much more. Yeah, I mean, just check you
Oh,
out. Look at you with your pretty
I'm just
self.
a
Look at
reflection of
you.
you, girl. I see you doing this is first of all, this is so fancy. Like I try to stay hip to what's going on, especially in the tech world. But this right here, you have outdid
Really?
yourself, girl. This is very impressive.
Oh,
I do a
my
lot of
goodness.
interviews, and this was I
Really?
should have logged on an extra 15 minutes early so I could be prepared because I learned something. Put me on something, girl, and listen, I receive it.
Oh my good, thank you. See, that means a lot. That means a lot coming from you actually, because I am so new to this. I am so new to this. I started this channel
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
months ago, and it's been a blessing. Though I've interviewed with so many great people so far, passionate. So I hope that you're able to look at some of those. But
Yeah,
so far it's
listen,
been a
I'm intrigued.
blessing.
I'm definitely gonna go back, check it out,
Yes,
see how
please.
maneuver through this platform. And
Yes, please
I'm just
do.
happy to be here with you and you guys.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
really
Me
great.
too. But let's get into where you were before, because before you became this, yeah, before you became this branding genius, this marketing guru, this
Yeah.
business savvy individual, you were born where?
I am from Louisiana. I was born in
Oh,
Louisiana.
you was born
I
in
was born in
oh,
small town called Franklin. But my mom is from a small parish called St. Martinville Parish, which is nearby Lafayette, New Iberia, like Baton Rouge, Little Boosie area. People kind of
okay.
like, oh, I know when you say Little Boosie, but yeah. So born in born in Louisiana and raised in Atlanta. So
Oh, you
I've
was
been
raised in
here
Atlanta.
since I was
Since
6.
when?
Yeah.
Since you were
Yep.
6, you said?
Yes. Yep. I've been
Okay.
here since I was 6. So
Okay. So why the shift? Why the move? Do you know why the relocation happened?
yeah. Yeah. My mom moved here for a job opportunity. So they
Okay.
relocated her. And actually, she worked for Hampton Inn. The
Really?
hotel
Okay.
Hampton Inn. It was a
Sure,
pretty big
sure.
deal back then. I don't think it's as big as it was back then now, but
Well,
yeah. So
no, it's pretty good. It's
yeah,
pretty good. Yeah.
yep.
And so, do you how often do you visit home?
Not as much as I guess would like to or I should, but maybe let's say about 3 times a year.
Okay, okay, that's not bad because
A
some people,
season.
I mean, the gap is much bigger. Yeah. So, but let me ask.
Yeah, I
Okay,
could
so I
be
want
better.
to. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you will. I mean, because you're doing so many things. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure they
I
understand. I mean, you're
yeah.
doing so much. You're going to so many different
I am
spaces.
pretty
You
busy.
know.
Yeah. by
Yeah.
the grace of
So,
God. Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
your feet's been planted so many places, Passionate. So, is that your
You
birth
have
name?
no idea. Yeah,
Is that?
that's my government name. I get
Oh,
that a
okay.
lot.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So, you know where that came from? Did you know the history behind that name?
Absolutely. So my mom name is Jeanette. Um, and she liked Prince, and I think Prince had an album called Passionate or Passion, and she added the net.
What?
And what's crazy is Prince is one of my favorite artists. But my mom has,
Mm.
she's really dope. My brother's name is Royce. He's named after Rolls Royce. So I had a pretty
What?
cool mom. Yeah, our names are pretty dope.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, so growing up, because I always like to go to the beginning, the humble beginnings.
Yes.
Because you have to be molded from somewhere. You was molded. So how did it all begin for you? Because you said you grew up in Atlanta. So I'm gonna just kind of
Yes.
start there because that's kind of your
Okay.
seeds are kind of thrown there. So you growing up, was a single parent household, two parent household. You said you had a brother. Any other siblings, cousins?
Yes.
You know, how
Yeah.
did that come?
Yeah.
How was that dynamic?
So actually, my mom had four kids, two boys and two girls. And hey, baby, two boys and two girls, and I'm the baby.
You the
And
baby.
I'm the baby. And
Oh,
I actually, my mom was married, then she was a widow. Then she got remarried,
oh,
and then she got divorced. So I am the last child, the baby. So I got to experience a single
mm,
mother. And my mom was a hustler, so I do get my drive from
yeah,
her. She
right.
was
Hmm.
cooking. She had a boutique. I mean, she's always doing something. Restaurants, and she was always working jobs. Just trying to take care of
Right.
her family. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
so because okay, so I see where that industrial spirit comes from. Okay, there we go.
yeah.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. See, shout out to mom. Okay, yeah, now we're getting somewhere here. You're right, because that hustler, you got the hustler spirit. Because I just also want to make the audience understand um what passion is talking about when she say hustling. We ain't talking about hustling the illegal way. We're talking about hustling when you're on that grind where you do what you
Yes.
have to do to make ends meet. Whatever, it may not always be 9 to 5, and
Yeah,
maybe selling clothes, maybe selling dinners, maybe um, you know, that's what we
exactly.
mean by hustling. So I just want to make
I
sure
think
that the
this
audience
generation
understands that.
calls it This generation calls it entrepreneurship.
Right. Self-employment, independent contracting, whatever you want to call it, but that's, hustling spirit. So yes, shout out to mom for
Okay.
that. Yeah. So now what are some of the okay, well, I'm gonna get to that first. I want to get to the elementary school, junior high school phase. I love to hear the stories about elementary school and junior high school. Do you remember
Yeah.
what that like for you? You remember?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I was like the last child in my generation on my mom's side because she had me like in her 30s or maybe
Okay.
early 30 or even 30. And I say that because we don't really know my mom age for real. Because if you're like, dang,
Yeah, it's
I
none of your
remember for a while she
business.
was in her 50s for a while. I'm like, dang. But my mom a
Sure,
Gemini, so
look.
y'all know what I got to deal with.
I'm 20. I'm still 27, and I'm sticking. That's my age. I'm 27 years old. Okay.
I don't ask no questions. I mind my business over here, baby. If you're 27, that's what it is. That's what
Yeah,
you said,
that's
okay?
right.
And so, so, um, I guess so. With that being said, I was the youngest one, and I had to experience my mom in a single mother type of light. Like I said, she was tending to her kids, working jobs, and all of that. Sorry, guys, I
Right.
was driving. I pulled over. Let me turn the GPS off. Okay, my bad. Okay, we shouldn't have
Mhm.
any more interruptions. Okay. Um, I pretty much was raised by my siblings. So if I'm the baby,
Got it.
sister was 15 years older than me.
Wow.
My brother was 10 years older than me. His birthday one day before mine. And my younger older brother, he is 3 years older than me. So I was a baby. So
Wow.
I got my mom in a different.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah.
Um, I was
Okay, now
one of
you're
those
good.
kids.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
was one of those
Yeah.
kids. Okay. What?
No, I'm sorry. I know we keep we
Uh,
keep we keep over talking each other by mistake because I don't know whether it's a lag or something because we keep talking we keep
I
talking
think
over
we're
each other.
excited. I think we're just excited to just talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're really good at interviewing too, because I do interviews too, and I just sometimes I take over the interview, and you like, girl, you listen, you got it going on, okay? So I
Sure.
am enjoying
Thank
this.
you. Oh, that means
Yeah,
so
you're
much
really
because
good at this.
yeah, it's nothing but God. Nobody but God.
No, for real. You gotta give God the glory, for real, for real.
Yeah.
So me as a child, I was the child that if we're at a family gathering and they want the kids to dance, they'll call me, "Hey, show us how to do that dance. Let's see how to do." I'm like,
Oh,
"Okay." Like I've always been like this.
yep. Life of the party.
I've always been really transparent, and I've always been very intuitive, even as a child. So I think that the adults knew, especially my mom. She knew I was gifted. She knew I knew
Oh,
things,
mm.
and I was very clairvoyant. So um,
Okay.
I was born with a veil. So I have superpowers. I have superpowers. But I didn't really tap into those till after high school. But same in junior high school, I was actually a tomboy. I was still this way. I was a tomboy, but I
I
still was
believe that. I
cute.
definitely believe that. I believe that.
I played basketball. I had a
Mhm,
grill.
mhm. Oh
Um,
no. You had a
I
grill,
did.
what, a gold one?
I had a white gold grill. I
Oh
sure
my
did.
God.
And my mom kept throwing it in the trash, and I kept finding it until one day
Oh
she
God.
threw it in the trash, and I didn't find it, and I never seen it since.
Good job, mom. Thank you for that. Yeah, because you wanna
Girl,
mess
let
up.
me
Look at
tell you something.
those
I was
pretty
the
teeth.
only girl in school with that grill, like the
Yes,
guys.
look
Because
at that,
I
but look
used
at
to do
those pretty
hair. I used
teeth
to braid
now.
everybody's hair. Girl, I've been a little hustler, okay? I used to braid
Oh my
everybody's
goodness.
hair. I used to charge $25, whatever style you want.
Oh, you
And
do hair?
I used to. I don't.
Oh,
I did hair in high school, and then like I have lightweight carpal tunnel, so I can't really do it like
okay. Mhm.
Um, yeah. So I mean, I was still vibrant. Graduated early. I've always been. I enjoyed school. Like my mom was
You
strict, so
did.
I
Mhm.
preferred to be at school. And then like I was like a class clown too, so I really enjoyed growing up. And like my kids can't stand school. They don't. I gotta
Mhm,
school. I
mhm,
loved it.
mhm.
Oh, so
But let me,
that was the little version of me.
okay, but I wanna go back into, your dynamic between you and your older siblings because that's you mentioned that you were the only child that was born into your mom being a single parent, and but at the time when your siblings were born, she was married at the time, correct? Or was she already widowed? Like when was she widowed? When was she widowed?
I wasn't born.
You wasn't
So
born.
my
Okay.
mom married my brother's her second child, and he passed away. And then
Mm,
she had my brother, and we're kind of a good gap. So my sister's 15 years older than me, my brother's 10 years older than me,
right,
and my younger older brother is 3 years older than me. So me and him
right.
pretty much grew up together,
Grew up
even
together.
though
Mhm.
when he was going to high school, I was just now going to middle school because of that 3 year gap. So we never really got to. I think we did 1 year in high school together. I was a freshman and he was a senior. Other than that, we always right when he leaving,
Right. Oh,
I'm coming
behind.
in.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, because I
Mhm.
was asking because I was wondering, like, the difference in dynamic since your older siblings, they have a different connection, a different relationship with their mom at that time versus, you and your brother, right behind you or right ahead of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know it has to be a
Yeah.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
For
was that?
sure. For sure.
Yeah. So, like, was there like a level of resentment at some point with your older siblings? Did they feel like y'all was spoiled, or did
Of course.
was she getting? Yeah,
Absolutely.
it was like he was because I know at that time back when they
Yeah.
was younger. I know she was much harder on them.
That's
Because
exactly.
women were
Listen, we
allowed
need to
back
pull them
then.
up in here. Let they will love you because that they definitely feel that way.
Yeah,
And of course, I feel like my mom was so strict. I couldn't put a hot curler in my hair. Like I was wearing plaits. Like at a like I couldn't talk to boys on the phone. Like my mom was strict to me.
oh, to
So, but
you.
let them tell
Oh,
it. They like to say we got whatever we want and stuff like that.
yeah. Well, you said that you was allowed to wear your hair a certain way, but you was a tomboy, so it
No,
didn't matter to you.
no. Well, no, I mean I was a tomboy, but I still like to look good. I'm a Libra, so it's always a balance. You see what I'm
Oh, you a
saying?
Libra?
So
Okay, so am
I
I.
even to this
Yeah.
day, I'll go play basketball now. You see what I'm saying? So
Oh,
it's
really?
like, yeah, that's me. I'm
Oh,
finna
okay.
try to figure it out with heels on. So it's still,
Oh, okay.
I just had a good balance, but I think
Yes,
that
well-rounded.
yeah, yeah, I
Mhm,
think
mhm.
that that came from my sister being so much older than the two brothers that lived in the house, even though my sister was out the house. So I
Okay.
kind of was, even though I had an older sister, I had the two older brothers. So that's probably where that come from. And they used to play basketball all day. They used to freestyle. So I actually know how to freestyle. Like, it's just crazy. So maybe that's where you're always a product of your environment. So maybe
Yes,
that's why I am, or I do still have that tomboy, because I pretty much grew up really close to my older brother. He was like my best friend.
right.
Um, so yeah, I used to hop in the car. He had the old school with the beat in the trunk, and he used to let me sit in the front, and he used to freestyle, and I thought I was
Oh,
grown for a little bit. I had a cool brother, so
oh, that's so cool. So y'all was close-knit. It was close to the family.
oh yeah, for sure,
Oh,
for
that's a
sure,
blessing. Oh, that's a blessing.
yeah.
So now let me go into high school a little bit. What high school did you go to?
I went to Osborne High School. It's off of Favorite Road in Marietta,
And, what
in
was that
Atlanta.
experience like? I'm sorry, go ahead, I'm sorry.
You know what? Always, I never had a problem in high school. I think I just didn't like the school, and I didn't have no reason to not like the school. But I had a best friend who came from Stevenson, and I just loved her. I loved her Stevenson friends, and I just used to go to all the Stevenson games with her. And I don't know, I just, because she still went to her high school activities, and I don't know. I didn't go to my prom. I was disconnected from it. I don't know why. I just felt like, because those girls was like, they was like still in and fighting, and I just never really liked
Oh,
that. I
okay,
felt like it was
okay.
kind of corny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, yes. Well, proud of you for using that judgment, using good discernment at that time.
at a very young age.
Congratulations on that. Yes, congrats on that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but all right. But as far as high school go, did you blossom at that time, or you still tomboyish?
yeah.
What did you blossom into?
Always.
More girly.
Yeah. I've always been girly, but I've always, so they used to say I look like Maya. Like I just always had this big curly
Mm,
hair, but I was very,
mm,
very skinny. Um,
okay.
and I could dance real good, and I used to do like talent shows and stuff. I've always been interested in
Ah,
music. Um,
mm,
I love school. I like, even though I don't like math, I like math because I like a challenge. So I just naturally, just gifted at, I always had good grades. So I never I think that because like school, I never liked negative energy, even as a child.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Like if adults was
Mm-hmm.
beefing or arguing and stuff, I would just go somewhere in another
Distance
room.
yourself.
Like
Mm-hmm.
nobody would say, "Oh, the child is here." I would just find a way to just get away from that. So I was always popular, but I never had a clique, if that makes sense.
That makes.
I
Oh
never
yeah,
was
total
part of the
sense.
clique.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
So throughout that time, you mentioned that you was, into music, and so did you have any extracurricular activities? Did you was a part of any clubs or anything like that? How did
yeah,
you stimulate yourself? Because you say that you kind of was, avoiding certain energy and certain people. So how did you
yeah.
get engaged? How did you engage?
So I played basketball. Um,
Okay. Hmm.
like I said, I used to
Hmm.
play with my brothers and watch my brothers play. So I played basketball. Like I said, when I was growing up, my mom really couldn't afford like extra stuff. So like my teachers would put together and pay for me to play or
Nice.
stuff like that. And even like I've always been like the tallest kid in the class because I'm very tall. People meet me and be like, I
How
didn't
tall are
realize you
you?
were that tall. I'm 5'10", but I always got heels on. So I'm
Yeah.
always like
Oh yeah,
six
that's tall.
three,
Yeah.
six
For
four.
yeah. For a woman, yeah,
So
that's tall.
when people,
Yeah.
yeah, so when people meet me, they be like, "Oh, you don't look tall on, Instagram or your socials." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a big girl. I'm a big mama." But I've always been taller than everybody. So, a part of me felt like,
oh, these little kids. For some reason I feel like, oh, look at the little babies. I don't know. Um, but in
Like I
basketball,
could
they
just step
always
on y'all. I
wanted
could
me.
just stomp on y'all. Like y'all so smart.
Girl, let me tell you something. If my kids was like how I was, I just really thought that. First of all, I thought that nobody like really was interested in me because I was taller than
Mm.
everybody, like dating wise.
Oh.
So I never really like I had the same boyfriend in high school or whatever, but it's like
Oh.
I had a few like when I got older.
Right.
But when I left high school, I hate to kind of take over and get out of high school, but that's when I started having fun because now it's like a real world where it's people my height, is women my height, and then that's when I really took on and enjoyed who I was. Like, oh, I love being tall, and oh, let me put on heels. Oh, I love heels. Now I'm becoming a woman. Stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah,
Hmm.
so you no, that's good. You didn't go too far ahead because I'm want to go into the whole dating thing. So when did you say you started dating in high school? What was that like for you? Like you said that you didn't have as many guys that was as interested in you, but once you started to, I guess, what
Yeah.
blossom a little bit more, get into
No,
those
they was
heels
they
and
was interested
yeah,
in me because
there
I was
was
a
okay.
cutie. I was
Yeah,
definitely a
you of
cutie.
course. Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
Let them tell it. I was like one of the top three or the girls or whatever. Um, I just didn't. My mama was strict, so it was kind of like at some point I was
Right.
like, oh, I can't. I hate sneaking. Like I love privacy, I hate secrecy, even to
Right.
this day.
Yes.
And I
Mhm.
just feel like I've always been a kid that was like, I really want to do this, but I know I can't, so oh well. And I just accept it, and then don't know what it feel like to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, well,
But let me ask you,
and
I'm just curious that and did the guys approach you? Because some guys, when they
no,
see pretty women, they see, you see you being pretty, they assume that you're stuck up. They
no.
automatically assume that you're snooty because you have, because you're pretty. So
Oh
is that
wow,
what that
no. You know what? I think that it's maybe more of a intimidation vibe.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
And I have a very big personality, so I think it's
Mhm.
like kind of like, and then I have like a little slang mouth. I'm low key a gangster too, so I think that
Mhm.
and I'm funny, so I think when people do get around me and stuff, it ain't even snoot. Maybe it do be snoot. They just didn't tell me that,
Mm-mm.
but they really be shocked, and I'm like, huh? But
Like,
you
wow,
got to
you really are
understand.
cool. Yeah.
Well, I'm colorblind because even though, you know, like my whole family is just chocolate, girl. I wanted to be chocolate so bad growing up,
Oh.
baby. So I love everything chocolate. Like when I met you, I was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Look at your face.
Oh.
I just want to take that's always been me. So
Oh my
I
God.
don't realize that how they do the stereotype light skinned girl curly hair. I don't think I'm
Mhm.
light skinned. I still don't. Like right now, I don't. I really don't. Cause I'm such a nigga. I mean, I don't know if I can say N word on here. I'm more of a nigga than the niggas. So it's like,
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
the the N word, the ninjas don't have a complexion, do they? There's no shade to that, right?
Well, I'm just saying, like, even though I'm a girl and I'm very feminine, right?
Mhm.
Internally,
You have a hood side.
I am not that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're more of a hood. You're a hood when you need to be, but because you know how to
I'm
place it
both.
though. You're right,
You know
but you
what?
know when to.
I'll say this. I'm hood. I wouldn't even say I'm hood. I think it's more like real.
Okay,
Somebody was like, no, you're not ghetto. You're not hood. You're real. I think I'm always real, and then I'm professional when I need to be. So you can
right,
put me
exactly.
anywhere. I'm
Right,
very
right.
cultured. I come from corporate, so I know how to maneuver in any room or any setting.
Yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes. And we're gonna dive into that in a moment. I'm definitely want to I'm looking forward to hearing more about that. By the way. All right. So did you go straight into college, or did you take a break in between and started? Like you went straight to college after high school.
I have never been to college a day in
What?
my life. hmm
What?
For some
I would
reason,
never thought it.
it was a
Oh, I'm
little
sorry. I
rumor
would
going
never
around that
thought.
I went to Clark, girl. I guess I was hanging out with all the Clark chicks, and they just inserted me in their stories. Like, yeah, I
I
remember.
just
And I'm
knew you
like,
were college. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was college. Really?
I am not a college graduate, my darling, but
Okay.
I did go to Chattahoochee Tech.
Okay.
I went to Chattahoochee Tech when I was in high school. They had a program,
Okay.
and I did early childhood education part one and part two, so I could be a teacher. One of my
Wow. Oh,
favorite movies
really?
growing up was Kindergarten Cop,
Oh, really?
and I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher so bad.
Oh, my
So I
goodness.
did go to Chattahoochee Tech, but I did not go to college. I didn't even go to college.
Wow. Oh, that's even more
Yes.
impressive. Oh, definitely got to do a deep dive. Oh, wow.
Ah!
That is really, okay. That's really
Yeah.
fascinating. Okay. Because
I love it
I
because
just assumed, yeah.
I'm always doing presentations with people
Mm.
that go to these stellar colleges or
That goes to show you right
and
there. Mhm.
I'm the one like doing a presentation and they taking notes and listening and I just love that.
Yes, of course. But did you go to any, like,
Yeah.
certification classes or anything like that? Like any, trade schools and anything vocational? No? So
No,
oh,
I'm a sponge. So what I do is if I see somebody or if I'm working with somebody, I'm working a project with somebody, I see they have something that I don't have, I tell them, hey, how can I help you? How can I learn from you? Like,
mm,
you don't have to pay me. Yeah, like even now, if there's something that I'm interested in, it could even be a hobby. I want to shadow you and I just want to
mm,
learn because I enjoy, soaking up that information is, and I'm a Libra too, so we love like information and research. So I think a lot of my success came from me just saying, "Yo, you are a boss. I love what you're doing. You fly. I admire you. Can you be my
like, how did you
mentor?"
get
Oh, I
there?
had so
Mhm.
many mentors growing up. Like,
Oh,
can you mentor me? Can I shadow you? You don't have to pay me. And one thing about people in certain situations, they will find a way to pay you. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
If they rock with you, you know. So I've always been that person that was like, I always create an opportunity. I don't wait for nobody to ask me for nothing. I'll jump in
oh,
there like, hey, what do you guys have going on? I like this group. Like if I see a group of people that just is vibrant and look good and smell good. And I say, oh, I belong in this group. Oh, okay, hold on. What y'all got going on? What y'all do? And that's why I like to say I'm the queen of networking because I
yeah,
realize
yes,
you're one person.
yes. So how
Yeah,
did it
hey, you're
start for
one
you,
person
Pat?
away from your
Oh,
life changing.
yeah, no, you're right about that. Because
One person
you're
away.
living proof of that. Absolutely. But I
Yep.
wanna ask you, Passionate, so when you said that you started to, become acquainted with all these people that you aspire to be, so now right after high school, so let me go back to high school. After high school, where did it start for you? Like, where did you go from there?
So I actually graduated high school early. When I saw my mom working a lot of jobs, she couldn't afford to, give me the stuff that I wanted. I got everything that I needed, but I told you I had a grill. Like, and she couldn't tell me no because it was my money. So I
Mhm.
had a hustle. I was braiding everybody in the city hair to where my hairstylist was making a newspaper. So I would do like dollar signs in their hair swirls, write their names
Wow.
with braids and stuff. Um, but when I graduated early, I got a position as a security concierge. So I was
Mm,
at a desk for a corporate building. It was called Russell Athletic. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it was like
mm,
the biggest sports apparel company in the world. And I just used to sit at the desk and tell
mhm.
everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, have a good night. It was
Okay.
very robotic. Didn't take much of nothing. Then I had to do uh, what is it called? Car patrol or whatever, where I had to go and put the stickers on people's cars and stuff. I had a little flashlight, girl, but so I just buried myself in that because I was getting paid like maybe $13 or $14 an hour back then,
Wow,
and I
back then,
remember
that's a
my
lot.
mom back then. My mom was
Yeah,
had jobs where she was getting paid $8, $9, so I thought I had it going on.
yeah.
So I was like, ooh, I got a good job, and I'm not going to college. Who's gonna pay for my college? I was just worried about
Mm.
the struggle. I can't struggle another year. Let me get a job, you know. And I wanted to work. and I just love working because I like the money part, and I like just buying
Mm.
whatever I wanted. So I got the job, and a model called out. The photographer's name was Mike. Mike came down, and he was desperate. He was like, Pash, I need you upstairs. I need a model. Model didn't show up. They called
Mm.
out or whatever. And I was like, I got on this, security outfit. And he was like, come on, come on. So I went up there and I snuck up there and I took the pictures or whatever. And the pictures ended up going national. I had a national
Wow,
campaign.
really?
I was in
With
Sports
who?
Authority. I was in Hibbett Sports. And that's when I didn't know. Like I just went and I did him a favor, but I had a $20,000 check.
What?
$20,000 check. He asked me for my information for me to get paid. And I said, oh, I get paid too? Because I got all this free clothes and stuff. And I got a
Wow.
$20,000 check. And
What did you
that's
do
when
with
I was
it?
like,
You remember what you did with
uh,
it?
I don't know what I did with it. I feel like I like paid my bills up and just bought all kind of stuff. Just I didn't tell
Right.
nobody though, because I thought that was a lie. I know I didn't tell nobody. Nobody knew that till now. So I just paid everything up, and I just, because I didn't really understand credit, so I like tore my credit up. So
Oh,
at that
right,
point, I just
right.
got a large lump sum of money at once, and I just was like, it opened me up. It was like, girl, this is what you need to be doing. You got paid to take pictures,
Pictures,
and you get
right.
to see yourself when in these stores, and it was crazy. Like my mom didn't even believe it. Every time I get a big modeling gig, my mom's like, "That's not you." I'm like,
Like, that ain't my daughter. What you mean?
"Who is it, man? Who is that?" You know. So
That's funny.
that's when it was on and popping. And I got in trouble for that. My boss was mad, but then he
Oh, you
couldn't get
got
mad
caught?
because he was like, well, yeah, the pictures were everywhere.
Oh, right, right.
I made the
I guess
campaign.
that's
Yeah.
that okay. That you got in some
Yeah.
like good trouble in a way, right? I mean,
No,
so what did you
I just got written up. I just got
you
written
got
up. But
written
what
up?
happened was I started modeling, and it just kind of took over my schedule, and I
Mhm,
enjoyed it. I never had a full face of makeup. I never had lashes, and just to sit there and let people
mhm,
put makeup on you, do your hair, and like I was known for my big curly hair. So I
mhm.
had got big in like the hair care world. It was weird. I was like the number one go-to girl. And I
Wow.
was doing a lot of hair stuff. And till
So a
this
lot of hair
day,
shows? Yeah.
girl, I was listening
y-
them hair commercials, everything. And
Wow.
even now I have the number one hair care it's a growth oil by Mega Growth. I have the number one product in their line. It's $1 billion company. And till this day,
Wow. Okay,
same
okay.
thing. They did a test shoot and I ended up being on 5 different products
That's
everywhere,
amazing. Wow.
global. Till this
This is
moment,
this
it's called
amazing.
growth oil. And they owe me some money. So I'm definitely, because my contract was for 5 years. It's been 16 years. So I'm
Oh,
coming after them. But anyway,
excuse me, passionate. I got bills. So can you
me
tell me,
too.
like I want,
Me too.
I'm gonna start like Martin now. How do I get to the yams? I want to get to the
Baby, listen. I just need me a good old lawyer. If you're a lawyer, please reach out to me. If you do IP, please, because I need some help. Okay.
I'm like,
They
sister,
tried to buy me out. They tried
can
to
you
send me
put me
80
together?
grand.
Like, how can a sister be
No,
down?
for real.
Like, how the sister can
I
be?
knew
How can
I
a sister
had
be
something
down?
when they was trying to pay me off like 80,000, and I was like, if they trying to pay me 80,000,
Yeah, right?
something's going
Yeah,
on here.
something.
Let me
Yeah,
just
yeah,
yeah. So that's
absolutely.
kind of what's going on. But yeah, so I
Yeah.
started modeling. I was doing promotional modeling. I was modeling for all these liquor brands, and I just kind of smothered
Wow.
myself in my work.
So it just took off. Yeah, so
Oh
college
yeah,
was like college was in the like in
I
the
was.
rear
It was
view.
Craigslist. You remember
Yeah.
Craigslist?
Yes.
All
Mhm.
my work was off of Craigslist.
Really? Like all your
I would
modeling
work
jobs?
all day.
Like what the
All my
modeling
modeling
jobs?
gigs came. All my
Wow.
modeling stuff was on Craigslist. Yep, I love Craigslist, and it
So
turned into like this
how were
little.
you able to filter out the ones that you can really trust? Like the ads that you could trust?
I never. I just went.
That's a
I just
risk.
went to every audition. I never had any fear. You gotta
Mhm.
understand, all the scam stuff just started happening. You know, Back then it wasn't scam, it wasn't unsafe, it was a place
No,
like
yes, it was.
LinkedIn.
Yes, it was.
Well, I never,
Yeah.
I just would read the ad, I would submit my pictures, then I would get,
Mm,
the information to do the audition or whatever, but I never had fear. I never thought that way. I
mm,
never knew it was a dangerous world. I never knew I had
yes.
to be
Hmm.
careful or cautious. I just didn't,
Right. You
I was
just went
grateful
for
for
it.
the opportunity that they wanted me to audition. So I was like, I got to go knock them out.
Right. Did you do any acting roles?
Oh my God, yes, I did. And it's crazy
What? Which
because
one?
girl, I was on Single Ladies. I was on girl all Tyler Perry stuff at the beginning. I was like features too. I can't even think about it right now. It was I'm trying to think of something that you would know. Girl, I did music videos. I did all kind of
Okay.
stuff.
Wow,
I did all
that
kind
is
of stuff.
amazing. That is
Mhm.
amazing. And so,
Yeah.
with those experiences, modeling, video extra, like acting roles,
Mhm.
how did you balance that between just being on the grind and just making sure you maintain your presence in the industry, but also balancing your social life? Like, did you have fun? Did you do
No.
things?
No, I started having fun in my 30s. I didn't have a
No.
social life. I
Hmm.
what was fun to me was auditioning, getting the roles, and getting a check. It never was
Understandable.
enough. Like it
Hmm.
was just
Hmm.
enough for the rent. Like sometimes I didn't even have furniture.
Mm,
You know, I think for me, when it got fun is when I stepped out from in front of the camera and got behind the camera.
got it.
And that's when I started making money and starting to realize like I'm creative or oh my God, that strategy worked. Like, how do I know this stuff? It's just a natural thing, like
Yeah. So you okay? You mentioned that. So how did you have any like actual jobs in between, like regular jobs in between? Because you had to have health benefits. You had to have,
never
like, how did you make
government assistance.
what happened? Hey, okay, I'm back.
I think we
I don't know
froze a
what
little
just
bit.
happened, huh?
I was on government assistance just like the rest of the world.
Okay,
Okay, she had Medicaid and she had food stamps.
yes, okay. God, I missed that.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Girl, it
You get the most coverage. You get the most. I mean,
no, not no more though. Not no more. Nah,
right,
they
right.
don't even get yeah.
Yeah.
Not back in the day, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Back in the day,
Mhm.
yes. But like no, it's you might as well get your own insurance now. And listening to
Yeah.
people that has that, and
Yeah.
all what is it, and better or I think they took away Obamacare. So it's
Yes.
honestly you'll
Yeah.
find a cheaper plan being an independent contractor. So
Mm.
mhm.
Really? So the
Yeah.
private plans are cheaper. You think private
I'm
insurance?
I'm not sure. I think that it just depends on the person in the situation. As far as me and my family, my daughter's on her dad's insurance. My son's on his dad's insurance, and me, I just pay out of pocket as an entrepreneur. A small business owner. So,
Okay,
but
that
I'm
helps. Okay.
hearing, yeah, I'm hearing that it doesn't cover nothing. They're pulling your teeth out. They're
Mm-mm.
not even trying to save it. They don't even do crowns and stuff like that no more. They're pulling the
Right.
teeth out.
Right.
That's why a lot of
Mm.
people have teeth missing on the sides. It's
It
just,
looks
just
on the
different.
side. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, times is different. Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but so let me ask you, Passionate. So you getting you, like I said, you planting your feet in this thing. So now when
Yeah.
was what was that groundbreaking big break for you? Like when you knew that okay, it was up from there. When did that happen for you?
I applied for a job I knew I wasn't qualified for, but I act like I was.
Okay. Okay, you're not the only one.
um, I had started to do resumes for people, and they would give me
Oh,
$25.
okay.
And one day I said I could do this job, but then it was like you gotta have this amount of experience, gotta have this amount of experience, and I was like, I didn't settle enough people. I'm a lie and say I did, which I did. It just wasn't my title. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I
right.
lied about my title. But when I did that, I didn't think they was gonna call me back, and when they did, I told you I always loved to audition. I love the feeling of reward. I love the feeling of victory. Like I love a
Mm.
challenge,
Mhm.
and I love knowing that multiple people did the same thing that I did, and they chose me. I love it. It's the
Mm.
best feeling in the world, and
Yes.
so when I got the job, I just immediately knew, okay, I got a year to impress these people. So whatever the goals or the numbers were, I always wanted to double them. I've always wanted to,
Mm.
even out with my clients. If my clients say, hey, I want to make $80,000 a month, I say, okay, that's a good goal. But in my head, I push 100,000, because I always want to over accelerate. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a marketing agency. I mean, yeah, I would love if I hired somebody and if I said, hey, I want to make 50 grand and I make 100 grand. Oh, I'm rocking with them. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay. Okay.
um, I've always been that way. I've always went the extra mile.
Yeah. So what it start like? So you saying that it started off with you doing their resumes, and then you said that you lied about your experience, but it wasn't. You just kind of maneuvered a little bit. It's not. It
Well, what
wasn't
I
like you
lied
didn't
about,
know. You
I'll,
know.
I'll, one thing about me, I'll never sign up for something I can't do.
Right. That's what I'm
Um,
saying. So it wasn't really a lie. It's just that you didn't
it
own
was,
it
it
yet.
was definitely,
Yeah.
it definitely was
Yeah.
a lie because I
But
lied
in it,
about the title and the
but right. But
experience.
it's your
Yeah,
capability.
yeah.
Your capability
Right.
was there. So so it
But you
kind of
also got to
kicked in the
understand
door.
too, um, because I was so good at like modeling and promotional modeling, they didn't want me to have a management role because I was pretty. So
Mm.
they're like, oh, she's smart, but she's prettier than she is smart. We really need her here. We need her out there in the field,
Mm.
pushing drinks, selling promos because I was a promo model. I worked for
Okay.
everybody, Ciroc, Remy, Cavassier. I started off as a promotional model, you know. And I got paid $45 an hour, so I thought it was cool until I found out it was
Mm.
people getting paid 97,000 and they ain't doing shit. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wait, hold on, huh?
Yeah. And what were they
I,
doing?
scheduling, sell-ins, nothings, paperwork. I mean, I said, ooh,
Okay.
I want in on that. I want in on that. This lady making all this
Yeah.
money
Right.
and she ain't even leaving her house. I'm the one leaving the house, and nah, I want that. I want to do that. So I just threw myself out there, and they didn't even know till now.
You said till now. So so you just your experience, and you just have you wear many hats, and you were able to, I mean, even at your ripe age, you just was able
Mhm.
to dive into so many different roles, so many different things. So
Yeah.
what particular what particular role did you have that catapulted you, that you said, okay? I mean, I know, and
Mhm.
like I said, there's many. I mean, there's many that there are multiple. Yeah, multiple. You're multi-layered. But
Yeah, yeah,
but what
yeah,
was that
yeah.
one particular role, that one particular thing that the main source of your income, like the main source of your
Mhm.
career, the main source of
think
your
I think what
clients,
highlighted me and brought me to a different level as an executive was marketing strategies
marketing
and
strategy? Okay.
creating programming. And it's a lot behind the scenes that people don't see from these brands. And I had to create the brand experience or the program or the sampling program activations or whatever, whatnot. And I never knew if the strategy would work or not. I always wanted to try it. But one thing about me is I've always been good at meetings and negotiations and closing deals. And I do a lot of research. And if 1 plus 1 is 2, then you can't tell me it's something else.
Right.
And a lot of stuff is common sense, but it ain't so common, right? I know. Even in business, though, if it makes sense, people be like, well, that makes sense. And they don't go back and try to research and hey, no, they're like, wow, she came up with this great idea that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. She is who she is. I've never had nobody question or second guess me or what I said.
Mm.
Thank
So let me
God,
ask you,
child.
so who are some of your you said you had a lot of mentors, but who are some of your like some of the mentors that really like did it for you? Like what are some of those who are some of those mentors?
A lot of the mentors, so I ended up moving to Miami. I got I was so good at what I was doing. I was traveling. I was fixing other markets.
Mm,
It just took one person to say, this girl in Atlanta, her numbers are higher. Why? What is she doing? I'm not following the protocol. I'm creating my own flyers. I'm creating my own table tents. I'd be doing extra stuff. I might, so I come from the liquor space, right? We might have a activation at a club. And I might tell the bartenders, hey, whoever sells the most Ciroc, I'm going to give y'all $50.
mm,
You're going to get a $50 gift card. That's something that's coming from me, not my company.
right,
But
right.
now I have my team of models that's pushing a product. Now the DJ want in on it. The DJ talking on the mic, go, go. Then the bartenders are now pushing it. So I figure out ways to make strategy successful.
Wow, that's
So they
genius.
was trying to figure out how Atlanta is not our top market, but it's doing top numbers. So they was
Mm,
asking me, "What are you doing?" And I had to tell them, like, my girls don't wear that. No, those
mm,
dresses ain't it. I bought them out of my money. You see what I'm saying? So then that's when it was like, you're not supposed to do that, but come over here.
right.
Let's leave you from this role, put you in this role, and now do this for everybody. So it just took one person to be like, hold on, what is this person doing?
Mm,
Because I don't talk much. I just kind of do. So they didn't really know. I just be on a conference calls and I just be listening and, okay, cool. And then I still kind of, I've always did what I want. Always. That's
yeah.
not what you should do, though, people. It's actually not cool to do that, but it works for me.
Because I mean, well, right now, because I mean, because you're your own, you're the boss. So I mean, so you kind of have that ability to go
Well,
your own
also,
way.
well,
Yeah,
no, because every boss has a boss. Even though I have my own agency, but my clients are my boss. Because at the end of the
true,
day, if you hire
true.
me and I tell you, hey, here's the strategy for you, we're gonna do this, and you say, no, we're not, I don't like that.
Mm,
Okay, well, what you want to do?
yeah.
Everybody got a
Okay.
boss, and guess what? The owner of that company, the boss is his customers.
True. True.
So
So
you
a
see what
lot of
I'm
people don't
saying?
understand that. A lot of people don't understand that because and I'm glad we're getting into this because a lot of people who are entrepreneurs and self-employed, they don't really get into the nitty-gritty of how they
Yeah,
got there. They don't get
yeah.
into like you meant, like you got into the how you grind, you got into your grind, I mean, you humbled yourself enough to seek guidance from people, and
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, and
always.
that's not, and we didn't talk about the government assistance and all the sleepless nights that you have to have working for free and not really being able to get much gain until
I worked for free
several
for
years.
one
Like
year.
it takes so much time to
Yeah,
gain
yeah. Yeah, I worked
when
for
being
free for one
self-employed.
year, and I
Hmm.
remember I was around Ludacris and them, and they always telling me like, you can't do that for one year. You can work for free for one time or two time, but at some point you have to set boundaries and say, all right, I
Hmm.
can't do it. Find somebody else. And I didn't know because I was like, when is this gonna? When do I make money from this?
Like when it's gonna come, right?
Because I was always around successful people or dope people, and I would always hear those conversations. And I just remembered they were saying, you set those boundaries. And if they want you, they're going to call you. And I started testing that. And I started saying, hey, look, I don't, I get paid $45 an hour with a 2 hour minimum. I can't get dressed, do my hair, my makeup, get
Hmm.
in my car with the gas, pay for parking. You know what I'm saying? It was just a lot that it took
Yep.
for me.
Hmm.
Because even though I was working, let's say somebody, it's hard being a model, but at that time they might say, oh, it's $50. Hell, it took me $50 to get dressed and put on my makeup and
Yes.
park
Yes.
and put the gas in. You know what I'm saying? So when you set those business boundaries,
Yes.
man, it just changed. Even now, as a business owner,
Yeah.
Everybody else
So
going up. It's inflation, so I guess I could
yes.
go up. Right now is a great time if you're a business owner to go up. Why? Because everything else went up. So if the client say, well, why is it so much? Because just last year, okay, inflation, we all know what
Mm,
that is.
yes.
The stuff that I was paying this for done went up, so now I got to go up to
Mhm.
cover that cost,
Yes.
And then
Yeah,
people be
yeah,
like,
the
that
offset. Oh, exactly. Of course.
that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
mean, that's a given. That's a given, but, Passionate, I wanna, can you tell me, um, because I know, like, starting a business is, like, so much to it, but can you give us some cliff notes on the steps you took to build your business? Oh, you good?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, are you good? You ready? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just gotta head home and take my kids to food I bought them. I had pulled over. I had pulled
Oh,
over and sitting in the garage. Um, so rephrase
see,
that
now
question for me.
now I'm gonna worry about your safety now. You
Oh,
talking and
baby, one thing
driving.
about it, I'm not even gonna look at you, but I can hear
Okay.
and I can talk.
Yes. Yeah,
We
yeah,
gonna we
please
gonna.
focus on the road.
I love doing this because I wrote a book for marketing because I realize there's so many people that give up on their dreams because they don't have the information.
Mhm.
And you know, in the Bible it says you shouldn't start. You always start with a vision. Don't worry about the who, what, when, where, how much it costs, and everything else you attract to you. So somebody taught me, or I learned through experience. So when people ask me questions, I just love to help. Like I love to see people flourish. You know what I mean?
Okay. How did that come about? Like, what are the steps that you took to build your own, to start your own business? Like, what was your own? Yeah, what was your approach to it?
Take y'all off of here. So the way I got into marketing and branding is it's a few ways. But this is what changed the game. I went in to a job interview at Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffles,
Mhm.
and the owner, well, one of the owners, his name is Shanga, which was Gladys's
Got her
son.
son. Mhm.
I went in there. I was just trying to waitress. I'm very good at taking care of, nurturing, and I figured that around this time, waitresses and bottle services was making way more money than getting paid hourly. So I was like, oh, I want to try that. So when I went into the interview, I told you I'd be taking over interviews, right? I said, you know how to put me in my tracks. Okay. One thing about it, I know how to bow down when I need to, but I took over the interview with him.
That's fine.
And as we were sitting there and he was interviewing me, I started asking him questions because I just thought it was amazing that he was Gladys Knight's son. I'm just kind of like, so how did you grow up? Like, how is it like your mama being Gladys Knight? Like, so did you ever have like hard times? Like, and it just turned into like a powwow.
Okay.
And while he was sitting there interviewing me, he was like, "You want something? You want?" And I was ordering food, and then I started what was going on in the restaurant. I started server handing me my food, or how things. And so he was like, "You know what? I don't want you to be a waitress. I want you to be a food critic." So basically, I was like a secret shopper, and I had
Okay.
to give him reports. I had to sit here, eat, and write a report, good or bad, whatever, like a literal thorough report from when I walked in. Was it clean? Was it? And how was my food? Did it come out on time? And this was before they implemented surveys. And that's when I knew I had something. And I realized I wasn't a food critic or, I was more of a consultant.
Okay.
And that's where it started.
That's where it started. And where did you
Yep.
start from? Like, did you have a home office, or like where were you situated?
Um, well, just kind of one thing about Atlanta that I love is if say like you for instance, If I say, "Oh, girl, I like your hair. Who do your hair?" and you say, "Oh, my homegirl Stacy does it," I'm like, "Give me her number." It's that easy. If you're edified right, if you do a good job, referral based business is always the businesses that's going to be successful. That's why
Right.
you always want to do a good job from every angle, from the customer experience to the service that you're providing. You know, you always want repeat customers and you always want a referral based business.
Yes.
You know. So I didn't have an office or anything like that. It was again, it was more like a hobby that turned into like, whoa. I'm like I'm like on everybody wish list, like everybody just the strategies I was coming with was working, but I didn't want everybody to have the same strategy either. So I was literally giving people different strategies, but they all were working. And honestly, it came from my intuition. Like God would tell me, I would ask God. I always would bring God into my business because I come from a praying mother. And I would
Yes.
bring God into my business. I would ask Him to show me because I didn't know what I was doing. It became a habit. God, show me how to make this business pop. God, I invite you as my business partner. God, I invite you as my counselor, as my manager. Show me who to hire. Like, I really, at a very young age, was just always like super spiritual. And He would show me.
All right.
And people would be like, how did you know that was going to work? Or, like, how? And I'd be like, God, and they just be laughing, but I'd be dead serious, like, what?
Right, right. Like, serious, but
Oh,
joking at the same time. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
look,
but I
I never
mean,
was joking. They probably thought I was, but I always knew.
yeah, right.
I can't take no credit. Like I would ask and I would get the information, and it's so funny because he would tell me who to hire, and they would be the perfect person, to partner with or whatever the situation was.
Okay, so when was a time where your business took a turn, because like you said about inflation, and you had the panorama, and all the different crisis that happens that affects businesses. How did you overcome those things? What is the some of the steps that you can give to some of the people in the audience, how you're able to triumph over those things?
I think my toughest time is COVID. Like everybody, it was an unfamiliar territory. It was an unfamiliar time. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know how long the lockdowns would last. And the lockdowns, honestly, we low key still kind of locked down. A lot of us never reverted back. And I think that it's just a historical. And with me being a marketing person, I was always the first to go. They're not going to fire the assistant before they fire the marketing person. You know,
Hmm, hmm.
so I had to get creative. I got creative, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to teach people how to make money during COVID, and basically it was moving their business to the digital world because everything became digital right during
Yes.
COVID, right? So, for example, if I had a restaurant client, they would think, oh, my business, I got to shut the restaurant down. I'm like, nah. One thing about it is we're quarantined, right? Put your business on Uber Eats, Postmates, and Grubhub, and they started making more money than they were making with the restaurant.
Hmm.
Having actual, consumers coming in, and I realized how easy that was. So then I started to do it with hairstylists. I'm like, you know what? You can monetize on social media. Why don't you do hairstyles? Because everybody started doing their own hair, so they need a tutorial,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I just was showing people how to move their business into a virtual space, which was online digital marketing and sales. Um, and I think that we don't really know what's going on in the world, and we have to accept and receive pivoting and just being prepared and accepting what's ahead, good or bad, you know, and moving with those times.
Yeah, so I mean, and obviously it worked. I mean, and you still remain steadfast in your journey. So I mean, congrats to you on that one. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah, sure. So I just put up this this book here that I want us to talk about. And so, how did this come about? The Law of Marketing and Branding, Do's and Don'ts, Simplified, the ultimate hand guide, learn, grow, succeed, tips, secrets, and information to take your brand to the next levels of success. So, I mean, there's a lot to unpack here. Yeah. So, how did this
You
come
know what?
about?
It is, but it's super organized. You know,
Yes,
you can't do nothing without strategy.
absolutely.
Strategy and structure will take you far in life, personal and business, with your relationships, friendships, situationships, relationships with your kids, you know, your work friends. The book came about. I do a lot of consulting work, and it had became to the point where me and my business partner we had got hired to bring the black dollar on. A lot of these companies want the African American community in their business because our dollar is very valuable, right? We control the currency. So I was doing a lot of speaking engagements, and I would notice after the conferences or whatever, I would be there for hours just talking to people that needed help, that needed strategy and listening, and you know, and I just knew how to fix every problem. It was crazy, and a lot of them start saying, "Wow, this is a lot of information you unpacked. Do you have a book?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And tell me, like, you could touch so many more people if you actually had something that they could touch and go back and
Yes.
reference. So during COVID, I started a publishing company where I did ghostwriting. And
Wow.
I told you, I was teaching people how to make money as coaches because now everybody was watching and learning, right? So, for example, if you do fitness, then let's do some fitness videos and have
Right.
some, um, you know, where we're doing meal preps and stuff, you know, and doing subscriptions and building communities and stuff like that. And teaching other people how to be a consulting on a personal brand level. Um, Now, the book, I didn't release it for a minute to where I put it on a platform because I just kind of created it and I was just giving it away. I had it like in the digital book first.
Okay.
And then people started reaching out to me and was like, yo, your book changed my life. I'm making like 10 grand a month. And, you know, hey, do you do private coaching sessions? And, you know, they wanted
Mm.
more. They're like,
They
I
wanted
read the
more.
book many times. Yeah, like what I do now. Like, how do I go to the next levels? And that's when I started to open up myself as a brand therapist or a business coach.
Got it. Yeah. And so, but you have other books as well. I noticed you have some other books as well, right? Or just the only one
So
that you wrote?
I I wrote 7 books, and it's so
Mhm.
funny because I like to say AI took me out of business, but it didn't because you got to give AI the prompts. So when I had my publishing book, I was ghostwriting books for influencers and celebrities. And I do have a book. Well, I had a credit book that I sold. I had a trucking book that I sold. I started. It's kind of like the music industry when you write songs and then you write it for yourself, but then when a bigger buyer want it, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
oh,
Hmm.
hey, we're gonna buy this for Rihanna.
Right.
You
Right.
saw your rights to it and you can't talk about it no more. So I started pushing my books, but there's one book that I've been holding on to that's not released yet. It's called Energy Recipes Recharge Your Soul. And what that
Mm.
does, that's breaking down everything from a spiritual point on how to switch gears and vibrate higher to different frequencies. People think, you know, depression or procrastination and or just being sad or grief. You know, grief takes a year to get over. Like says who? No, it's all about switching gears and when you decide, you know what, I don't want to feel like this no more. So the book has different recipes that you can do, kind of like a cookbook.
Got
Like,
it.
I want spaghetti today, or I want pasta. Let me get in here. Let me go to pasta. Out of all this pasta, what do I feel like eating? All right, I want to do spaghetti. All right, let me see. All right, what's the ingredients of spaghetti? So it teaches you multiple ways to change gears from a spiritual and energetic and a metaphysical aspect. So I use aromatherapy. I use sound healing. I
Mm,
break down. And I learned a lot too about my gift. I told you I was clairvoyant and intuitive and everything, and I
right.
had to learn a lot about just my gift and how favored I am to just have these gifts from God. And yeah, so the book is now that book is something else, and I'm gonna release it soon. I'm gonna release it
Yeah.
soon. I wrote it in 2020 though, so I need to. It's just so I keep adding to it because now we're in a world where saging is cool. It used to be a secret, and people are doing like their spiritual practices and their rituals, and
Right. Yes.
they're just kind of going ham, and they don't know what they're doing.
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, yeah, I got to teach these people the right way. Same thing in business. You got a lot of gurus and coaches, and if they don't know what they're doing, they're not even successful to be teaching
Right.
anybody anything.
Yeah,
Um,
please school them.
yeah, so that's another reason why I said, you know what, I want to be back on the forefront. I've been seeing a lot of businesses, and I've been experiencing a lot of, businesses not me right as a customer, and it's like these people need business development. They need to perfect their craft. They need to know because if they know, they would do better, right? Or if they knew, they would do better. So that's kind of how I got here.
Okay. And it's working very well for you. So I gotta say that it's really working really, really well. So let me ask you this. I just want to ask, like, how do you um like, what advice or what kind of counseling and guidance would you give someone who has been always been ambitious and always had um something within them, but they know they lack follow through, or they're not sure what their purpose is. They don't really know what their true niche is, and they're just constantly getting in their own way. How do you get them out their way? How do you get them um, in this abyss of self doubt?
I think the best thing now is getting on ChatGPT, finding out what your sun, your moon, and your rising sign is, listing all the things that you love to do that has nothing to do with business, and asking ChatGPT what career field is the best one for you. The AI component is going to come up with, based off of your chart, based off of your likes, your needs, and your wants that you prompted, it's going to tell you. For example, oh, I love taking care of people. I love dealing with people, and I love, then you might be in the health and wellness. You might be a good doctor. You might be a good if you like animals and you like to take up, you might be a good veterinarian, or you know what I'm saying. So that chat GBT and that simple prompt that I just gave y'all is going to help you identify what is a good career field for you. Because if you doing something that you don't like to do, you're not going to do it long. You're not going to be successful at it. The money ain't going to be right because everything is the energy behind it, right?
Yes.
And bad energy scares the money away. And I care. I mean, we can do it too based on believing wearing weave. You can't say, oh, natural hair, but I'm selling this weave. That's not what you believe in. That's not
Right,
your purpose.
right,
It's not
right.
aligned. So everything is about alignment. And I think that a lot of people just don't know what they truly are good at. And that's what I love about that chat GBT girl.
Okay. All right. So, basically, just kind of recapping what Passionate said, because like, she's going kind of go, our audio is kind of going in and out because she's driving right now. But we still heard the message, right? When you feel that self doubt and you kind of have to try to figure out, kind of that sense of belonging. Where do you fit? Like, where you get your footing? And so she said the Chat GPT is a start. To get a sense of where you need to be placed, get a sense of placement there, because you don't want to be stuck, you don't want to feel stuck, because when you the lack of growth would, and it would just kind of trail you to where it just, when you get older, and it's just like you don't want to waste so much time stuck somewhere, and you haven't lived your purpose, you haven't fulfilled um anything that you set out to do. So please, so Passion is telling you, get a head start on um exploring what it is that you're destined to do.
Yeah.
So she's telling you not to waste time on that, basically. Am I right, Passionate?
Well, I think also I think yeah, absolutely. I think what's important is identifying your happiness. And I always tell people, what do you love to do? You know, what is something
Mm,
that you could see yourself doing for the rest of your life for free if you didn't have to work? And that's usually the things that you need to do. And you need to find a way to get paid for it. Me, I love helping people. I love everything about business. And I love everything about growth and volume. I love launching stuff. I love it. I love being responsible for something popping. I love being a part of a team to a success story. Like, you know what I'm saying? So marketing and branding was a place for me based out of all the things that I've done, um, because I love it. You
yeah.
know, it's just natural. And a lot of people say, I'm not good at nothing. I'm not this. I'm not that. Well, you sure are good at complaining. So let's see what's the job for you. And you know, they got jobs that honestly that's good for complainers. You'll be surprised. And I think this time in this generation, that AI and that, like I said, that Chat GPT, um, really makes life so much easier. And we don't use those resources and those tools a lot. So that's why I highly suggest, you know, I gave you guys the prompts, what to say, what to do, what to use. I even went down to spiritual and did
Yes.
horoscope stuff and said, hey, do your sun, your moon, and your rising. Then put in the things that you like to do and ask ChatGPT, you know, what is the best career field for me? And you'll be surprised, you know?
Hmm. That is quite interesting. That is quite interesting. You know, that approach is quite unique. So it might just work. It might just work, you guys. Yeah.
It works
So
every time.
yeah. So now
And
when
if
you
you know
are
might, we're going to take that might out of there.
right, exactly. But I thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I just wanted to ask you also, but you I know you have a lot going on, you're in these rooms, you're in these spaces. So how do you find time for these two here? How do you balance it, and what are some of the tools that you're teaching them? Because that's so important, at these tender ages. Like how did you start teaching them about financial literacy and entrepreneurship? Like what tools did you instill in them?
You know what's so funny is that um, you are a product of your environment. And,
Hmm.
you know, being a single mother, when opportunity arises, you go after them. Energy rewards speed. And I've always had kids that were cool and they know how to act in public because I'm an old school mom. So
Right.
I would bring them. And it had got to the point where when people would have a problem that I brought my kids, I'd be like, oh, it didn't say no kids, so I didn't know, that like I always act like it was normal. But my kids were always good kids, so it didn't harm anything in the long run. But I was one of them that would bring my kids to a meeting or just an opportunity, and you know, um, because I'm not missing no opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I know I could do the job, and if I can't, I know somebody that can. And I
Right.
love group projects. So one thing I can do is project manage. I can oversee something. You know, um, but I was making about $45,000, between 40 and $50,000, and had me. And I remember I was barely home because I had to talk on these stages and teach people how to be successful in business. And one time I came home, my daughter fell and she cried and she reached
Oh,
for the nanny and she did not reach for me. And I said,
oh.
oh, no, 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 no,
You got to shift.
no, this ain't gonna work for me. So I quit the job and lived off my funds for about a year. And I wanted to know my daughter. I wanted her to know me, and I didn't like that at all, you
Right.
know. And then I had to find. I'm a strategist by nature, so I had to find a way to make things around them. So my calendar is always around my kids. Always. You see, I'm in a car taking them their food because
Yes.
I said from 6 to 7, I'm at park here, and then 7, I'll be home by 7:30 so they can eat. My kids are my priority, and
Yes.
they got next. They got next. But I didn't realized that they were super smart with marketing and branding, so they be like talking to their friends about branding colors and you know just stuff I be saying. And I'm like, how y'all know that? But look who their mama is.
Wow.
If you got a mom as a hairstylist and you always at the hair salon with your mama, 9 times out of 10 when you grow up, you're gonna be the same thing. Or you're gonna know a lot about hair. You're gonna be in the beauty world some way, somehow. So you are a product of your environment. And yeah, I have a really busy schedule, especially it's volleyball season, and my son he has private basketball lessons. But I put them first, you know.
Yes, and I think that is very important. So, how is co-parenting for you?
Co-parenting is fine. I
Mm,
think that when you accept things for what it is and you realize that the bigger picture is the
yes,
child, you adjust and you compromise.
yes,
And, you know, it took me to have another child to realize that and set boundaries in everything that you do,
yes,
regardless if it's business, personal, co-parenting, relationships with your family. You have to have some boundaries in place for you to have, a decent stress-free life. Now, everything can always be great or be great or be perfect. You know what I mean? But you have to do the best you can with the tools you have and under the circumstances that you're in. You know, so even though I would love to have a one household, you
yes.
know, my
Hmm.
daughter's lucky that she had my daughter and my son that they have two of everything. That's how I said they like it that
Got
way.
it. Hmm. Best of both
you
worlds.
you gotta pick your battles though. You know how that go.
Yeah,
You know how that go.
absolutely. Yes, please. Yeah, do that. Yes, absolutely.
I
And
think no,
so,
honestly though, to keep it all the way transparent, I think that you gotta do the best you can when it comes to a child because they're in their development stages. They're learning um, communication. They're learning emotional intelligence. They're learning structures. They're learning character traits. And so sometimes I sit it out like
yeah, yeah.
work.
Yes, passionate. Say that last thing you said. One more time. I want to laugh too. Say that one last thing you said because you was going out when you was talking.
No, I say sometimes yeah, yeah, I'm around a whole bunch of trees. I'm about to be at the house, so my Wi-Fi gonna kick back in. I said
Okay.
sometimes you just gotta be like whatever, just what it is. Just laugh
Right.
it off, child, 'cause you know what?
Yeah.
Always tomorrow. Go to sleep and wake up again and have a good day again, child.
Got it. Duly
But
noted. So let me ask you. So I mean, what is your dating life? Are you dating? You have a special person in your life, or or special persons in your life? Like, what's going on with you when you're
I
dating?
I am I just open
Okay.
that part of myself up because I've been so focused. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been like on my marketing
Mm-hmm.
thing. I've been in my bag and it's working for me. I just got my truck wrapped a couple of weeks ago.
Mm.
I'm just, a relationship is honestly another job. It's like having another kid because I'm such a nurturer
Right.
and I want to make sure that nobody feels neglected. And with my busy schedule, I have to make sure that I'm mapping out and balancing the two kids, the mom, the family, the boyfriend. But no, I don't have a boyfriend right now. I am dating. However, I'm learning that it's difficult to find uh, a partner that is consistent.
Yes.
Definitely some great guys, some suitable candidates, but nobody's consistent. And I love an effort. I don't care if you could do it, the part that you tried to do it. I don't care that you won the race. I care that you put your all and you tried to win.
Yes.
That's just the type of person that I am. So I do want to have that. I don't want to say Cosby show because all that stuff that Bill Cosby got into, child. But you know what I'm
No,
saying?
it's
The
separate.
show
It's
part.
separate.
The
Mm-hmm.
show part, right.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for my kids to see a household with two people in it for sure. But
Oh,
right now, I ain't
absolutely.
nobody that can slow me down or make me have butterflies or make me shy or anything. That's how I know when
Oh,
I like somebody when I'm shy.
But I'm glad
Okay.
that you're open to it. I mean, I'm glad that you're open to it because nowadays it's so much is like they're like it seems like they are like putting the plague on the concept of love, and it don't have to be that. But of course, you got to use your discernment. Of course, you got to more be more aware of who you getting with or
Yeah.
who you get yourself involved with. But
Yeah.
also, when you passionate,
Yeah.
you know,
Especially when you have kids.
yeah, especially you have kids. Also, you have to bear in mind because you have a whole nother income bracket, so you have to make sure that that person that you're with is not intimidated by that because at some point they're going to resent you, even though in the beginning they may feel like, oh well, there's no intimidation there. They may be your cheerleader, they may be proud of you, but can you still hear me, passionate? Passionate,
I
can you still
can't
hear
hear
me?
you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, you because I see you froze up. That's why I want to make sure you heard me. You hear me now?
Hello?
No, you can't.
Can you hear me?
Go out and come back in. Go out and come back in.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I hear you fine.
Okay, okay, cool. I
I,
didn't hear nothing you just said.
no, I was saying that also have to be mindful of the type of men that you deal with. They have to respect your um your income bracket, because a lot of men are intimidated by that factor. And so a lot of times, or a lot of relationships, how you doing, Todd Tucker? That they kind of become resentful of,
Yeah.
how of that, even if they claim that they're not, but at some point they become resentful, they become intimidated you know by your status, and so that's something you definitely have to
Yeah.
bear in mind as
You
well.
know what? I will say this. I can't express this enough. I think that, hey, Sonny, I think that you are a product of your environment, and you got to understand the environment that I'm in is celebrities, athletes, and just, people doing the same things that I'm doing, and it's just, you know, I ain't gonna say it's levels. Hey, Poppy. Um, but the males that I'm around, um, they don't do that. They don't. Well,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I don't think that they be pocket watching. I think that you know I might be a small fry compared to what they're doing because of the
See,
room.
that's the difference there, you know
Right.
because
So I don't have financial conversations with men. I think that's kind of corny.
mhm,
Um, I don't, and I don't know. Maybe I just missed it, but usually I meet somebody because I'm working or from a client. So it's like circuits and circles. So I don't even like you got to stop me because I'm so hey, how are you?
mhm.
Hey, this person is interested in you. It's like
Like, like, really?
oh,
I,
hey.
I, who would have thunk?
Give me a second. Let me finish this real quick, and then
Sure.
I'm gonna come
All
back
right,
and talk to you.
I'm gonna talk to the people. Yeah.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
I'm saying that's what I be telling the
oh,
men.
I thought you were telling me. Oh,
I'll still be
I
working,
thought you was
and then I'll
excusing
come back.
yourself to
I'm
speak.
sorry. I'll come back. I'm sorry. I had to put out a fire. What's your name again? Because that's just never been a forefront. But I have been manifesting, and I am open, and I am intentional with my dating because
Yes,
I
please
mean,
be.
come on, I
Yes.
just turned 40. Like you can't pick your
Uh,
career over,
yes. Yes.
But that consistency is so big to me, and that effort and that intention. Because I saw something that said, like on a dating site, 76% of people that's already married, and I'm like, huh?
Mm, that's not
I
surprising at all. Unfortunately,
girl, I don't want that.
that doesn't surprise me at all. Please don't. No, you don't need it. It's not. It's the last thing you
I don't
need.
want that.
Yeah. That's just yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny though. The dating is something new for me that I'm putting again as a top three priorities. Um, I don't think I think the issue is just the initiation. Like I don't go up to guys and be like, "Hi, you want to talk to me?" Yeah, I try to
Right.
wait, and I think a lot of people think I'm already involved.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
learning what
Yeah.
it look like.
See, is that pretty? Is that pretty girl mentality? Yeah, there's that.
Smile a little bit,
Yeah,
maybe. Hi,
yeah.
I'm available.
Hey,
Maybe
how
I'll
you
wear a skirt. I'm
doing?
available.
Oh my goodness. Want to put a sign? I said, oh yeah, use that as a strategy.
I'm available. I'm gonna have a shirt. I'm
You have
single.
a
I'm
shirt.
available.
Oh my lord.
Okay.
You may attract the wrong type of man. I don't know. You may attract the wrong type of man with that one.
No, I'm not. If I'm in the right places,
Or the right
if
place.
I'm at the
Okay.
golf club, if I'm at the
Mm,
high profile gym, cigar lounges, I mean, it's really about where you place
mm.
yourself, no
Well,
matter what you do. You know what I'm
yeah, but sometimes you still come across some creeps in those places too, and even in church. So
saying?
be
Ooh,
mindful.
church, they really be. Don't get
Mm,
me talking about the church, girl.
yeah,
Lord.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so she'll passionate. She'll be back. She just got home. She got to settle in. She got to make sure her babies are good. So she'll come back. But I hope that everyone is enjoying this like I am. She has really been giving us so many gems and so many different aspects of her journey, and it's really, really, very intriguing. Very fascinating and so impressive. She just said she just turned 40, so she's been doing this for a while now. So, can you imagine? You know, um, all of the skills and all of the things that is ahead of her. You know, yeah. Oh, you're back.
Sorry, I don't
Yeah,
know what
just
that was
talking.
about. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, I thought you was getting a little more settled. That's us letting me talk to the people while you get situated.
Oh,
Yeah.
I put my phone on mute. Let's see.
No, do not disturb.
Oh no, no, no. I was saying no. The phone just hung up. I was like, did I do that? Not sure what happened.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling the audience about, just enjoying, I've been enjoying what you've been giving to us. I've been enjoying all of the
Hey.
gems and all your journey. You sharing your journey with us. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very, very intriguing. So I do appreciate, you know, all that you have done so
This is
far
the
and what
best
you continue to do.
conversation I've had all
Oh,
year.
really?
Absolutely. Because you really are interested in what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
really am. I really am. You know, because I mean, I'm inspired. I mean, more than I mean, I'm actually inspired. I got some years on you, but I'm inspired. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you ain't
really
got that
am.
many years on me, girl. You
Oh, stop! You just stop.
am I connected to the Wi-Fi?
Uh, I know you're freezing up a little bit, but are you I can still hear you though. I can still hear you.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on with my phone. It's charged
Mhm.
and everything.
Like I said, but it
Um,
happens. It happens.
did y'all want to do like a Q&A or something? Like, is somebody going through like trying to figure out how to get started or why their business isn't where they think it should be, or is there any type of challenges that and obstacles that you guys are having trouble with? No, ma'am. Come pee pee. Come on, Sonny. Go potty, mommy.
Yeah, so yes, please make sure, like, I'm glad, thank you for that, passionate, the Q&A opportunity. If you have any questions even after this live, you can always go into my comment section. Make sure you put those questions in there, and I'll make sure that I send them to her, so that way she'll be able to give you what you need. So there is a way to engage.
Yeah.
There is a way that you're able to get the gems that you need from Passionate Chonvill.
Well,
Yeah,
I appreciate you
but
allowing me
I'm
on
not
your
done. So
platform.
wait, I'm not done with you. Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
done with
okay.
you. Shoot,
Well,
no, we got
listen,
no.
y'all finna get y'all. I
Yeah.
told y'all was ghetto. Okay, y'all finna now. I got to go. I got a whole meeting. I got to leave and go to. So y'all finna just take a ride with me then. Shoot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, I just a couple of things. I want to have some fun with you real quick. I'm gonna have some fun with you, but I want to make sure you're able to hear me. Okay. What time is your meeting, passionate?
8:30. I got an hour.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I want to have just a little bit of fun with you.
Okay, we done. Where you from, Faith?
I'm originally from New York.
I hear that.
You
Are
hear
you
me?
are you Trinidadian?
No, that's the first. I never heard nobody ask me if I'm Trinidadian. Mm-mm.
You something.
No, I have ancestry in Bahamas. That's all Bahamas.
Okay.
Hmm.
Caribbean. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
didn't.
have some ancestors there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. And I'm also some, I have some Gullah Geechee in me too, so maybe that's what you're here too.
Your
Yeah.
teachers are amazing.
Okay.
I
Thank
told you
you.
that when I was in front of you.
Oh,
Person.
oh. I really appreciate that. I mean, coming from such a coming for such a gorgeous woman yourself. I mean, you just gorgeous
Oh,
all around.
oh,
So I
thank
mean,
you. That's
so
sweet to say.
that's really humbling for me.
That's sweet to say. I don't look
Yeah.
like this when I go to bed at night, though.
No, no, but I know you have a natural hue about you. I know that. Yeah.
I'm
What you
I,
eating?
I'm decent. She's
What you over there
still cute.
eating? What you over there eating? Shrimp and what?
So
What's that?
I am I got an executive position at this new restaurant
Oh, okay.
called Timeless.
Timeless.
Kitchen and cocktails. So the owners own Catch Kitchen and Cocktails. So now they have Timeless. And I was just over there doing a meeting and I, got this pasta. It's like a lobster pasta.
Oh,
Chicken
okay.
pasta
Yeah,
and
I'm just curious. I got to be nosy. But I wanted to do a little bit of fun with you. I'm going to do a little bit of this or that.
here they come, yo. Here they come.
Yeah, this or that. So I'm gonna bring some, just come up with some random stuff, no particular order, no particular thing, and you have to tell me which one. No, you can't choose both. You can't plead the fifth. One or the other. All
Let's
right.
do it.
Okay. So since you eating shrimp, so um, shrimp or lobster,
Lobster,
chicken or fish.
chicken,
Okay. Big boy or Dre 3000.
Andre.
They always pick Andre. Okay.
I love Andre. He's
Um,
actually my celebrity crush.
when he's not looking homeless, you know,
I want all that. I
you
like the
want all that.
homeless.
You like all that. Okay. All
That's
right.
my favorite part.
Oh, really? Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. All right. So, heels or flats?
Heels,
Okay. I figured that. All right. So, Mac or Sephora?
Matt,
Um, Perry Ellis. Okay. I'm trying to say Perry Ellis or Jean Paul Gaultier.
Sean Paul Gaultier.
Okay. Um, I know this is like kind of strange for me to ask, but it's kind of a difference to some degree. Branding or marketing,
Mm, branding.
and quickly, why? Real quick.
Mm, marketing gets attention, branding keeps it, and I believe in
Oh yeah,
that.
I saw that quote you did. I saw that quote you made. Oh, those quotes, they come from you yourself. Those quotes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay, I love it. I love it. Okay. um, Let me see. Um, God, I just had it. Oh my God, it was a good one too. Oh, nightgown or pajamas,
Nightgown,
boxes or briefs.
boxers, nothing, naked.
Yeah, I could see that too. All right. R&B or hip hop?
R&B.
Glenn Jones or Howard Hewitt? Are you familiar?
No, 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 no.
Okay. You may Glenn Jones, he's known he's famous for I've been searching for so long. Nobody like you, nowhere to be found.
I'm still
Makes
stuck in the
me
90s. Is
wonder.
that the
Oh,
90s era?
no, it's well. This is he did this in the '90s, I believe, or
Oh,
late '80s, early '90s. And Howard Hewitt. Okay. I'll do another one. You said I'm not. You said you more '90s.
no, what
Okay.
Howard Hewitt sing? What he sing?
He's known for Let me see. What song would you know?
Go ahead and give us those vocals. What's his
Oh
number
Lord,
one?
that's the thing. That's what you got me doing. I don't like that. Now that's interesting. I don't like that. You think you slick? I know. I just noticed that.
I ain't no good, girl.
Yeah. So he's known for you got to let me know just how far to let this go. Help me.
Mm-mm.
Show me. You got to look these up. You know, look these up. Yeah, look up these songs now. You got
Definitely
to
gonna
push
look
you.
this up because I don't
Yeah, you
like the
got to look
fact
them
that I don't
up.
know who that is.
Yeah, you got to. Um, okay, so let me do a little go a
Give
little
me
bit
another
forward.
one.
I'm gonna give you another one. Okay. Um, let me see. Oh, Destiny's Child or TLC?
TLC.
Oh, okay. And so Kelly Rowland or Latoya Luckett?
Kelly Rowland.
Okay. Hair care or skincare? Hair care or skincare?
Skin.
All right. And again, real quickly, why is that?
I don't think it matter what your hair look like. You can throw in a wig, but your skin, even with makeup over, you still look terrible. So
Good answer. Okay.
I'll go ahead and go with the skin.
Okay, so one more. Lay's or Pringles?
Lace.
All right now. Yeah, good job, good job, good job. Thank you for that. Now, I know you have to go soon, so I just want to ask because these are questions I always ask at the end of my interviews,
You're
and I
fine.
love the
You're
answers that I
fine.
get. Okay, good. So, Passionate, if you had 5 people at the seat of your table, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Five.
Just five.
Just.
Just five. 5 people at the seat of your table.
Maya Angelou.
Okay, why?
I feel like Maya Angelou has that voice that's so calming, and she just always got like a wise quote. And she gonna be the friend that's gonna keep you on your right path. Um, Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah. I feel like
Mm,
she's real calm, sweet, soft energy. She has a
mhm.
lot of feminine, soft energy. Um, Prince. I love Prince.
Wow.
He's
Mhm,
amazing.
mhm.
My
Yes.
told you my favorite artist.
Yes.
I think that he's is he ain't scared of nothing. He's fearless.
Mm.
He's
Very
bold.
unapologetic. Mhm.
He's bold and he is confident who he is. So I like people
Mm.
that love who they are. Um that oh Bob Proctor. Oh my god, I love Bob Proctor. You know who Bob
Mm.
Proctor is?
No, who was that?
Bob Proctor is a scientist. He was in The Secret, The Law of Attraction.
Okay, okay.
Um I listened to him every day for a year.
Mm.
Mindset builder, self enhancement. He basically exposed me to frequencies, vibrations, the law of gravity, the law of attraction.
Yeah, that's
Pretty,
fascinating in itself. Yeah.
he's amazing, and it's all
Mm.
science. Telling your body you are healed, you are healed, you are healed. I just saw something that was saying studies show that people who talk to their bodies is more effective than people that actually take medication. So
Mm.
that just goes to show you
Mhm.
those affirmations and
Yes.
speaking.
Mm.
Where I'm at.
That's for Maya Angelou, Proctor. You said Prince
Prince and Aaliyah.
and Leah. Mhm.
Mm, mm. I think I'm gonna stop there. I don't know.
No, you can't stop there. You gotta get fifth one.
Hmm. Dead or alive? Okay. Hmm. I don't know.
Girl.
I feel like I need to pick somebody that's alive.
Pick who you want. They could change tomorrow. This is just, for
I'm drawing a blank. I'm gonna
because
let you
many
pick
people
my fifth. You're gonna pick my fifth. Who you
no.
picking?
Nope.
Okay, you.
No ma'am. No
I'm
ma'am.
picking you. You coming?
Oh, okay. And why is that?
Because out of all those people, I don't know none of them. I mean, I know I don't know you personally either, but at least I know you. And then one thing we know about you is you know how to ask the right questions and carry a conversation because we've been on the phone for almost 2 hours.
You're right, right. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. All right, thank you, ma'am. I thank
Better.
God for the show. Oh, oh, I'm one of the chosen ones. And who would get the big piece of chicken and why?
Out of the group,
Got it at 5.
Prince. What do you mean?
Prince. Okay.
Girl, I love
Bob,
Prince.
Bob Prince.
I just love him. I told you, I love his confidence. I love how bold he is. He's brilliant. He's entertaining. Um, he has the hottest chick in the game. I want to be one of his chicks. Like I just think
Yeah, but
I'm trying to
I don't
get
know. See,
Prince.
the thing is, with Prince, he was a vegan, so I don't know if he'll, be able to eat that chicken.
Well, that's what I'm giving my chicken to. If you ain't paying on actual chicken, I'm going Prince.
All right, okay, all right. Hey, that's what you chose. All right, I get it. No, no, much respect to that. But so now, this question I got from the late James Lipton from inside the actor studio. So, Passionate Chonvill,
Mhm.
when you enter into the pearly gates, what would you want God to say?
Good job, kiddo. You served me well.
All right. And so there it is, passionate, showing it up and showing it out for us. And I really thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Of course.
It's been great for
I
me.
had fun.
Really
We gotta
humble.
do it
Yeah,
again.
yes. Yeah, you definitely coming back. I mean, that's a given. I'm not even asking.
I loved it.
Yeah,
Love what you're
absolutely.
doing.
Yeah,
Keep doing
absolutely.
right, giving people
Mhm,
real content to look
mhm,
at and receive, and keep spreading your light because you are bright. Hmm.
mhm.
Good people is hard to find nowadays, girl.
Yeah, thank you
Talking
so
about
much.
genuine people.
Yes, absolutely. And bring them
So
to me. Bring some people to me. Bring them to me.
yeah, I
Yeah.
sure will. Okay, now
Yeah, yeah. But
I got
ladies
you,
and yeah, you got me. Yeah, please, please do. Don't forget about little old me over here. You know, you
girl. Big
know.
old you with this big old show that you got me on with this
Yeah,
big
thank you.
old platform.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
All
much, ladies and
right,
gentlemen.
Queen.
This is Passionate Chevelle, y'all. The lady.
Y'all check out my website.
Oh,
Follow me on Instagram.
yes, everything's going to be in the description box, you guys. So make sure you check her out. Everything's going to be in the
I
description
follow
box.
back.
Yes. And before you go, Passionate, in your own marketing, branding way, please promote my channel for me. Tell them to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell the people to do that, please.
If y'all don't like, comment, share, subscribe, donate, because this takes a lot to do financially, emotionally,
Mhm,
spiritually, and physically. Okay.
mhm,
This girl, if you go to church and you tithe, we're gonna tithe in my girl and her business because we believe in her. And because I said to do it, I'm from Louisiana and I don't play. So if you don't do it, it's gonna be a problem. We don't want no problem.
mhm,
Okay. So
mhm.
y'all, you'll be surprised with just sharing this video, sharing this information. We know what it's doing for you because you're here, but share it, man, because people need that. They need that inspiration, that motivation. They need that those storytelling and just having fun. We have fun tonight. So
Yes, absolutely.
for my girl.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, listen,
So
listen to passionate. Listen to listen to passionate. The smart woman right there. It's a smart woman. Yeah.
that's
In your
that's like
face.
a
That's
slap.
right.
That's like a
Yes.
slap. Bop. You know,
In your
bop.
face. Yes, right. Get him, girl. Show.
I love you guys. Blessings, man, to everybody right now. It's tough times right now,
Yeah.
and just know that the times is tough because you choosing that. So we
Mm,
gonna
yeah.
we gonna
Yes.
rebuke that. We gonna rebuke that.
Yes.
And what
Just
we're gonna
yeah.
do is we're gonna start speaking life and planting seeds into ourselves. It don't take money. It don't take things. It don't take people for you to chase your dreams and get stuff done. It takes God. Open your Bible right now. All the answers are in there. Get close to God. Lock in. Your life gonna get a lot easier. I love y'all. All right, Queen. Take it easy.
All right. You too. Yes, that was Passionate Chonvill in the building. Pleasure to speak with. You see the energy that she's given. I mean, truly authentic, and I love it. It was just a vibe, and I hope that those of you who came in, watched from the bushes, those of you who even though started peeking, kind of was intrigued, but wanted to kind of browse through some other channels at the same time, but came back or whatever. Whoever, however you support it, please make sure that you watch this interview through because I mean, she's giving you her journey. She's giving you so many gems. She's giving you her her approach towards branding and marketing. And please make sure you support her endeavors. Make sure you support that book of hers. I got her the Amazon link in the description box as well. Her IG is in the description box as well. So please make sure that you support our sister. Thank I want to thank you so much. Shout out to Javen Gerard that was in the building. And I know that our guy was right there with him with him. So shout out to you both. I appreciate you coming through. So let's see. Today is oh goodness, today is Wednesday, correct? Just so my next interview is December 10th. Yes, December 10th. Oh my goodness, who with who? Oh, oh God. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad, y'all. I don't remember who's my. Oh my God, who's my next interview with? Wait, hold on. No, I'm gonna tell you right in a minute because I can't. No, I can't do this. I can't do this to this person. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's bad, you guys. But like I said, thank you so much for coming through. Those who do support, even a few people that come through, that few is also a blessing. And it's going to be up from there. It's going to be in abundance from there. But so I do appreciate those who come through. Um, Layla Lynn, yes, yes. Oh, shout out! I'm so sorry, Layla Lynn. I forgot. I forgot who was. Yes. So I'll tell you, I've been booked. I mean, I've had so many interviews these last few months, so I gotta, make sure I keep track. But it's no offense to anyone. Please don't, charge it to my head, not my heart. But it's Layla Lynn. One of the biggest content creators in the game right now, and she took the time to accept my invitation to interview with your girl. So please make sure that you tune in December 10th at 6 p.m. I'm going to have Layla Lynn in the building. Yes, so I had to I had to look that up, but yes, it's going to be her next. So thank you so so much. So hopefully if I don't come because usually I'll come in between and I'll give some commentary or give my 2 cents on what's going on out there. So I'll probably be doing some of that in between, in the meantime, in between time. But until then,